A man who was shot dead with a gun was counted as an official COVID death. Now, this isn't the Babylon Bee.
Well, Simon, today the Ministry of Health added another death to its COVID-19 recording. A man named Robert Hart sustained serious gunshot injuries outside a Newland motel last week, and he died despite first aid attempts. Now, since his death, health authorities say he tested positive for COVID-19.
The meme comes true again.
So then you have to ask how someone who sustained these types of injuries and then died ends up as part of our COVID-19 death tally. Now, the Ministry of Health says that's because under the World Health Organization guidelines, anyone who dies while also having an acute COVID-19 infection is recorded as part of a nation's death tally, whatever the cause of death might be.
The New Zealand Herald reports family grieving an Auckland father shot and killed in a Newland driveway face further devastation. He has since tested positive for COVID-19. Yeah, I think the fact that he's been shot dead is pretty devastating enough. But in all seriousness, because Hart tested positive for COVID after he was pronounced dead, authorities are now preventing his family from giving him a funeral. Health authorities may test a deceased person for COVID-19 if their cause of death is not clear. If their cause of death is not clear, he was gunned down on the street, for fuck's sake. Must be another COVID death then. Let's not forget, entire countries have been put under lockdown in response to one COVID case. Alice Springs, a town in Australia 800 miles away from the nearest city, was put under full lockdown after a single coronavirus case was detected. Meanwhile, the Queensland president of the Australian Medical Association says that Aussies who refuse the jab will be unemployable, miserable, and lonely for life.
Oh, they're crazy not to get vaccinated. Life will be miserable without being vaccinated. You won't be able to hide. It's going to be very hard to maintain your employment if you're not vaccinated. You won't be able to go anywhere for any entertainment. So get vaccinated, otherwise you're going to have a very, very lonely life and you're not going to be able to maintain your employment.
But it's not mandatory.